Well, welcome to Daytime Buffalo. We've got Joe Mantegna and Zach Guilford from Criminal Minds. I'm Chelsea Lavelle. Thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, for sure. Good to
Thank
be
you.
here.
I am so excited to talk to you. Criminal Minds is a show that I've been watching for way too long, and I've been obsessed with it. So the new season is premiering tomorrow or today when our viewers are going to be watching it. What can our viewers expect from this new season?
Well, I think they're going to expect more of the same and better. You know what I mean? I think we've improved with age. I think we learned a lot during the first year of evolution, learned what it was like to stretch out a little bit, would stretch out, and we would be able to do things we couldn't do before in terms of language, in terms of using the time of not being constrained with, commercial driven television. But I mean, it's all that, and the better even news, not better news, but equally good news is we found out just over an hour ago that we're renewed for season 18. So we're going to
Wow,
be doing,
congratulations.
yeah. So we're going to be doing this all over again for next season. So it's all good, and
Um,
we're and as much as I hate to say it, I'm happy Zach's still around, considering what the hell he did to my character last season. But
well,
he's been a
yes.
great addition to the show.
Well, speaking of your character, Rossi, he's been a beloved fan for several seasons. Where are we picking off with his storyline for this new season?
Well, from Mike's storyline, I mean, I'm a little upset that we thought we had kind of taken care of this Voight character, but we find out at the end of last season that this thing called Gold Star rears its head, and then I think I could pass it on to Zach and he explain where that takes us.
Yeah, they just can't quit me. And I think as we saw, Boyd's much smarter than everyone at the BAU. So now there's this whole Gold Star thing, and they need my help. And he's able to manipulate the situation to, with little bit of knowledge that he has, kind of use it to his benefit and, make the BA, kind of get some concessions from them because all he wants is to get out of his cage and get back to his family. And I don't know if that happens, but, he'll do everything he can to work towards that.
Yeah, Zach, your character Void really has a way of getting under the BAU's skin, pun intended. So, what do you think makes him so complex?
I think what makes him so complex is that it's not one dimensional. Last season, you knew he was this bad guy. He was allegedly a serial killer. We didn't really see any of that, but you really saw him as a family man and someone who loved his family and tried to do anything he could to keep his family together and safe. And then what's fun this season is now his family's taken away and he's in a cage, and you kind of see a little bit more of that conniving mastermind that you didn't see as much of last season.
Hmm. Well, Joe, obviously you have been a huge part of the Criminal Minds legacy. What has it been like for you to be part of such an immense fan base?
It's a dream come true. I mean, I've had a long career. I've been working professionally over 50 years now, and this is kind of what I was looking for, especially over the last, as it turns out, over 15 years now doing this character. That some sort of sense of stability to be able to go to work every day, for the most part, come home at night, come to my home, shoot it here locally in the Los Angeles area. I've traveled the world. I've done theater, film, television, to sort of uh, to do this at this stage in my career is a blessing, and to work with the people I work with. I mean, Zach included, our cast, the crew. I couldn't pick a better place to be or a better job to do. So I feel very blessed.
Well, and Zach, what was it like for you coming on to such an established show with a pretty established team and a huge fan base? It seems like they have, accepted you.
Yeah, I was definitely intimidated last season coming in as the new guy, but I mean, they couldn't have been nicer. Kirsten brought me cookies my first week at work. Paget stayed after work one day when she was done just to introduce herself. And very quickly, they made me feel comfortable. They made me feel valued. And now this season, getting to interact with them more on screen, it's a lot of fun because I know them. And there's just always like a special kind of chemistry when you know another actor in a scene versus when you don't. So I think a lot. I think this season's going to pop. I don't want to say like a lot more than last season, but it's going to have a little more electricity.
Well, without giving any spoilers away, in a few words, can you kind of sum up what we can expect to see as viewers this season?
Well, I think Joe likes to say more of the same. And it,
If
and
it ain't
it
broke,
is.
don't fix it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah,
The fine
I
wine
think we just
style. It's better with
You
age.
just ramp it up, people say, I don't know if the show could get more intense. Yeah, it could.
Can you tell us about any guest stars we'll be seeing this season?
Yeah, we have some great ones. Clark Gregg comes on, Felicity Huffman. I was blown away when I found out who was coming on, and I got to direct my first episode of TV ever, and I'm directing scenes with Joe Mantegna and Felicity Huffman. So I was definitely intimidated and tried to just step back and let them do their thing because I knew I didn't have anything to tell them.
How
He
is it
did a
for you?
wonderful job.
Yeah, how is it for you being able to be on the screen and then take a step behind the camera?
It was so fun, and at this point in life, I realized while doing it, how often do we get to learn something new and a lot of new. And so I was constantly just taking everything in, and it really kind of lit a fire in me and inspired me to kind of go learn more stuff. Maybe I'll learn Spanish. I don't know.
I'm learning Spanish right now. Go do it.
Great.
¿Cómo estás?
Está bien. Gracias. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me. Viewers, this new season of Criminal Minds Evolution premieres tonight with 2 episodes right here on Paramount Plus. Thank you so much for talking with me.
Thanks.